You've gotten so good at leading everybody from your kids to your spouse. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Especially that spouse, honey. To even at work with your team or in your business, that you've forgotten the most important person that you'll ever lead, and that is you. And that's exactly why so many incredible women become disconnected from themselves. And I'm going to share with you the sneaky way that this happens in the first place and the one thing you can do to reconnect to yourself starting today. So, let's get into it, friend. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. I'm your coach, Letitia, and we reconnect women to themselves through identity, self love, and self leadership because every woman deserves to love herself and the life that she lives. So, if that is the kind of life that you're building, make sure that you're subscribed because we have these conversations on the regular. Okay, friend? Oh, now let's get into it because I'm not even going to hold you. I'm going to tell you straight up the sneaky way that you lose yourself, that you even forget that you were supposed to be a part of the agenda. You are not even on your own to do list, friend. And it's just so sneaky the way that it happens. There was a season that you stepped into, and it became the whole reason for your identity. If I was to ask you, describe yourself, tell me a little bit about yourself. What's the first few things that would come out of your mouth? Is it, I'm a wife, a mother, a business owner? What are the few things that are at the top of your list when you're describing yourself? Because chances are those are the very things that your identity has gotten wrapped all up into. And if any one of those things happens to change or get missing, it is going to affect the way that you see yourself. And I know this to be true because once upon a time, the first thing that ever came out of my mouth was, I'm a single mom. I used to say that all the time during my single mom season. And then I would wonder why I was still a single mom. We have to be careful about the way that we claim things upon ourselves, okay? Because if what you are claiming does not align with what you really want, friend, it's time to change it up, okay? Even Drake said, I got to watch my back because I'm not just anybody. That's the way that you got to be about what you are claiming for yourself and your life, okay, friend? But honestly, how did you answer that question? What were the first few things that you said, or even the first thing that you said? Is that truly how you identify and see yourself, and everything else just supports that and reflects that? It's very telling, right? So then it's no wonder when someone asks you, what do you like? What do you want out of your life? And then you stand there as if they were speaking some foreign language, not even of this planet. Because I bet if I asked you to break down your kids' summer schedule or break down their sports routine, you would have it down packed. You know what everybody's likes and dislikes, what they're allergic to, what their favorite meals are. But within all of the adulting and the parenting, you've just gotten disconnected from you. And listen, no shade, no shame, and no judgment because it happens to the best of us. None of us are exempt from getting caught up in the roles and the titles that we fulfill. And in our effort to be the best at every single one of them, slowly you stop asking yourself what you need or what you like or what you want. And even though those seem to be super simple questions that anyone should be able to answer, friend, that's when the Jeopardy music starts playing. And it might need to go a few rounds before you even have a clue how to answer any of those. And if at any point you start to feel a little guilty about why that is, please, friend, again, no shame, no shade, and no judgment. It is not that you have failed at anything. And it's not even wrong to want to be the best at fulfilling the roles and the titles that you have. But the truth of the matter is, your roles and titles that you hold is not you. They are simply roles and titles that you hold, but they are not you. They are an extension, an expression of who you are to an extent, even just who you are in this season of your life, because different seasons definitely require different things of us. And if you have not gotten to know yourself during this particular season of life, it can cause you to feel even more lost. And lost is by far what you are. You are not lost, okay? You've just gotten disconnected from who you really are. And that's why the one thing, if there's just one thing that you could do today to get reconnected, it is self leadership. Self leadership is all about a daily practice of remembering who you are, loving who you are, and leading yourself in alignment with being the woman that you were meant to be. And all of that can become really clouded, especially when you aren't even asking yourself the simple questions like, what do I need? We are so quick to automatically know what everybody else needs. And even when we don't know, we don't hesitate to ask. But when was the last time that you asked yourself, what do I need? And maybe that looks just like keeping a simple promise to yourself. Maybe you said that you were going to go for a walk today and you go for the walk. Or maybe it looks like you actually being kind to yourself instead of giving yourself a hard time. You can just simply take a few moments to just pause and breathe and ask, what do I need? And then just make it a point to give yourself that today. If all you need is 15 minutes to yourself or you need a nap, friend, listen, we love us a good nap, okay? If you can take it, friend. And I know as soon as we hear the word leadership, we automatically think about leading other people. Leading ourselves doesn't usually even show up as a part of that equation. But really, the greatest leadership, it's not about changing everybody else around you. It's not abandoning yourself while you're in the process of leading everyone around you, because we will do so much more for everybody else than we will even think to do for ourselves. And I'm on a mission to really change that because I think that we just have it in the reverse. The more that you fill your own cup, the more that you tend to your own needs, the more capacity you create to be able to do for everybody else, not from the place of depletion that you're used to operating from, but from your overflow because you have poured into you and taken care of you first. And if we can just realign that, you will find yourself in not just being reconnected back to who you are, but actually feeling fulfilled. And we don't often talk about that enough because it's great to do everything for everyone else, but no one will take care of you the way that you will take care of you. So, what is the one thing that you need right now? And how can you give it to yourself this week? That, friend, make sure that you journal about that. And listen, only you're going to see it, okay? So give your honest answer. It doesn't have to be some expensive thing. It doesn't have to be something that's going to just take up days of your time, unless those are things that can easily be done for you. But it can even just be something small and simple. But take all the parameters off. Take off what resources it'll take, the amount of time it'll take, and just answer honestly with what it is that you need right now. And just in case no one has told you lately, you're not lost. You've just been carrying so much that you forgot to carry yourself. And there's no shame or shade or judgment in that. It's just recognizing it for what it is. But now that you recognize it, now it's time to actually do something about it and put yourself back in that self leadership role in your position of power, because you deserve to treat yourself with the same love and care and intention that you give to everyone else. And in all of the roles and the titles that you fulfill, you deserve to feel that yourself and give that to yourself. So today, we're making it away. Okay? Okay. And meet me in the comments and tell me what's one way you're going to lead yourself this week. And yes, ooh, loved it. This has been so much fun. And I cannot wait to hang out with you in the comments, friend. Let me know what's the one thing that you're going to do this week just for you. You deserve it, friend. You deserve to love yourself and your life. And I will meet you in the comments and I will see you in the next video.